Good morning, my loves. So I was out there looking in my garden and I seen this plant right here, which is dead. It's gone. And at first I let it sit for a while because it was still kind of green. You know what I'm saying? The leaves were kind of wilting or whatever, and they still kind of greenish, but they did. It's time to let it go. You know what I'm saying? And so this is what I keep getting in my spirit, is to let it go. And I'm like, God, okay, what else have I not let go? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to keep searching until I figure out what else I need to let go. Because if it ain't supposed to be here and the season is up, baby, I'm going to let it go. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know sometimes letting go is not easy, but sometimes it's vital that we let go, because sometimes these things can take us out of here. And so in order to keep ourselves, we gotta let those things go so we can be better us's. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at this plant and I'm thinking about how when the narcissist steps to us, when they come into our lives, we see them like this is how they portray themselves to be to us when they come into our lives. This is what we see when we see the narcissist. We see everything that they're pretending to be. Even though this is a real plant, this plant is flourishing. This is a cabbage plant. And it was real skinny and thin when I first planted it. Started it from a seed. It was nothing but like 2 leaves on this thing. And when I tell you, I ain't did nothing to these cabbage plants. I ain't did nothing. I ain't even came out and watered them since I put them in these pots and moved them to different things. The first plant I showed you is a bell pepper plant. The bell peppers on it. It did harvest. It gave me some good time, but we're gonna get to that. But when I planted this, it only had 2 leaves. You know what I'm saying? So being that I planted this thing and I ain't took care of it. When I say it's been taking care of itself, it's been taking care of itself. But I did give it some good soil. It's got fertilizer in there and everything. So it's got what it needs to do what it needs to do. And it can do it by itself. Because I'm telling you, I ain't took care of this thing. I ain't did nothing. Nothing at all. I see little bugs on it, little eggs and stuff that I could, give it some spray to, keep the bugs from eating the leaves and all that good stuff or whatever. But like I'm saying, I have not done anything to this plant. It's like that's how I want my man to come into my life. Come in my life already knowing what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to do nothing but, be a little bit extra. Let me be your piece. Let me do the things that I need to do. But don't come in all toe up, not healed, looking like this, but pretending to be like you got it all together and you're a good person and you got good intentions and all that good stuff. But really, this is you. This is the narcissist right here. Just no life. It doesn't have anything. That's why it gotta come. They gotta come and try to take from us. They gotta take our joy. This plant don't got no joy. The narcissists don't have no joy, so they gotta come steal our joy from us to make themselves turn green again, to make themselves feel alive again. Because without stealing supply from other people, this is what the narcissists look like. And if we look like this, then I'm sure they don't feel so good. Because when they aren't getting the supply, they feeling empty. They're not feeling loved. They're not feeling like they matter. They don't feel like they could go on their own. They need somebody to come put the green back into their life to make them feel alive again. Because they don't know how to obtain this on their own. This plant has done whatever it needs to do on its own to get like this. When I tell you it was two little leaves on here, I ain't did nothing. with the rain outside and the sunlight, it's been doing what it's been doing. But this plant has been taking care of itself. Narcissists don't know how to do that. But this is how I want my man to come into my life. Come together, already ready to put into me and me put into you peace, love, and happiness. All that extra stuff, we don't need all that. I don't need nobody empty like this coming into my life to take all of my happiness, all my joy, all my peace away from me, to have me looking like this. I was looking like this plant at one point in time. When I was laid up in that hospital bed, when I was walking around this house losing my mind because I don't know how to take the next step without this man being in my life. Thought that I was stuck. Thought that I didn't know how to take the next step. And I'm telling y'all, it took one phone call to my rental office for my light bulb to go off. But I was still feeling the need that I need this man in my life. But God kept showing me different things, like, you keep saying that you need this man, but I'm trying to show you don't need this man. You want this man. And he showed me until I got it. I called my rental office because I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my God, he done left me. We go half on the rent, or he pays the rent and I pay, the light bill or whatever. But we was really just going half on everything. But he wanted to pay the rent himself because it made him feel like a man. So I just helped, I go half on the light bill, half on the Wi-Fi, all that good stuff or whatever. So when he did that, it made me feel like, oh my God, well, if I don't have his half, I'm not going to be able to pay the bills, you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, I didn't have a good job like I have now. So it was a struggle for me or whatever. But I hadn't thought about, I ended up getting this place. I didn't move into the place before the narcissist got here. We moved in together, but before he came back to hoover and gaslight me back into my life, I had already signed the application and got approved to get this place or whatever before he came back into the picture. So when he came into the picture, all I did was just added him to the application. And so now he had to go do his process or whatever, but he was added. I had the place already before this man came back into my life. He just got added on to the application or whatever, the lease. And so, like I said, we moved in together. He, you know what I'm saying? So he came in right at the tail end after I had just finished filling out the last parts that I needed to fill out, which was the income part and all that good stuff. I had done bought them all my income. With my income alone, I could afford the place by myself. Then he decides to come back. And so now, we put it together and we moved in to this place. So the place is both of ours or whatever. So when I called the rental office or whatever, and I was just freaking out, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I don't know how I'm gonna pay the rent because he just up and left me and we were going half on the rent and this, that, and the third. And so she was like, well, let me go in and check everything out and I'll let you know. She was like, because if you can't, manage the payments on your own, then you might have to find somewhere else, to go or whatever. Or, so she was like, but let me go and look into your stuff and see where everything's standing and I'll call you back. So she called me back and she was like, she's like, did your job change or anything like that? I was like, no, ma'am. She was like, well, with what we have here, you can afford the place by yourself. She was like, so you don't have to sit here and stress here. I'm crying, I'm ugly face, I'm snotting on that phone because at this point I'm feeling like this man just dropped me on my behind and I don't know where to go from here. But when you in a situation like that, you can't think straight. You can't see how, even though you in a jacked up situation, when God is protecting you, he still, even though, because he, God be like, this girl here, so, let me just go ahead and sit this aside for her over here, because when she go and get in that situation over here, I know she gonna forget all about this. She had this over here, so let me just go ahead and have her do this, so that way when this nuthead decides to walk away from her, she still have a roof over her and her child head. And so We ain't gonna let her. He didn't let me put all my eggs in one basket, is what I'm trying to say. So he kept me protected in the situation. He let me touch the fire and he let me get burnt a little bit, but he didn't let it take me out, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? So when I was out there in the garden or whatever and I seen this plant here, I'm like, you know what? That plant giving me narcissistic vibes, because and another thing I was doing with it too, I was trying to save it. But it's out of season, baby. It's out of season. I can't save it. It came, it did what it was supposed to do, and now it's time for it to go out. It's out of here. It's telling me, baby, listen, I don't care what you try to do for me. At this point, I can't give you nothing else. I can't produce anything else for you, because this ain't my season. I'm not supposed to be here right now. It's freaking cold outside. One minute is, next minute is hot. I can't grow in this kind of environment. So you gotta let me go. So we gotta let go of some things, y'all. When it's, if let go was a person, this it. You gotta let it go. You can't keep holding on to this. I don't care how much you trying to save it, baby. Bell peppers is out of season right now. It ain't gonna work. I done tried, baby. It had one on there, and I was praying that it keep growing. You know what I'm saying? That thing just shriveled up just like this here. Just last week, I poked off the actual bell pepper that was on there, so it be stuck. So like when it goes out of season, whatever progress it had made before that time, that's the progress it's gonna be stuck in, and then it's just gonna die. So I was trying to hold on to this, thinking that, okay, maybe some magic can happen. Maybe I can do something different to make mine last longer. No, baby, the season is up. Let that thing go. It ain't, you can. It did its job. That thing or that person came into your life and they did just what they needed to do, whether it was good or bad. And now the season is up. It's time to get a whole lot of green going on in this season. This gonna be a good season. This gonna be a good season. I'm telling you, it wasn't but two little things on there, and I ain't did nothing to it. But sometimes we have blessings that we don't even know we got coming. Things be tucked away for a later date. But the longer you keep holding on to this stuff that ain't doing nothing in your life, it's not giving you, it's not valuing you, it's not giving you anything to make you feel good about yourself. It's just there, looking ugly. It's sitting with a pouty face. This is the narcissist sitting there looking at you with a smirk on their face, like, I know I can't give you nothing. But the longer you want to sit here and keep feeding it to me and giving to me and giving to me, I'm going to take it. I'm going to let you keep doing it. Because that's what narcissists do. They will take till they drain you. And now you're looking like this. This is where the narcissist wants you to be, looking like this. This is a cry for help. This is a please save me, come back into my life to hurt me some more. Even though I don't know that that's what you're doing, but whatever it was you was doing to manipulate me, to make me feel like I needed you in my life, come back and give me that. That's what I need. Because I feel empty. I feel dead. I don't feel like I'm gonna make it without you, and I need you to come back to give me a dose of that toxic stuff that you've been giving me, because I don't know how to function without it. That season is up, baby. We no longer gonna feel like that no more. Nope. We gonna stay on the bright green side of things. No more emptiness, no more sadness, no more feeling like we not gonna make it no more. That season is up, baby. We moving into a new season. Doors opening, blessings flowing, happiness, waking up to what's really in front of you and what's really going on around you. That's the season we moving into. All that lack and all that confusion and drama and all that good stuff, baby, we moving out of that season, and we moving into a better life. We are. Because this thing just screaming, woman, let me go. I can't do nothing for you in this season. Try me again next year. When the season is right, I can come back. But in this season, I gotta go. My season is up. I'm here to do one thing and one thing only. And now that I've done it, let me go. Let me rest. Because I've given you what I was supposed to give you. And I think I harvested 3 bell peppers, more than 3. 3 bell peppers off of this plant. So, and this was the very first bell pepper plant that I ever planted. So, it did its job. I can let it go. I can let it rest now. Yeah, it's a done deal. I'm going to let it go because it did for me what it needed to do. And it was good. But we have people and things in our lives that are doing bad things. And it's not getting us nowhere. It's making us stronger. But the longer we hold on to them, the longer our blessings get held up, because God can't give us those blessings if those people or things are still in your life, because it ain't made for everybody. Your blessing is your blessing. Your blessing ain't for everybody. Now, if you want to share when you get it, that's fine. But when he ready to give it to you and you got certain people there, he not finna give it to you. You got certain things there that's going to interrupt that blessing, he not finna give it to you. Why for? Why I'm going to send you this for this empty thing here to come and take it out, or to damage it, or to ruin it for you, or whatever it may be. He just ain't going to do it. But as soon as you start to let go, you'll start seeing some things changing. You'll start seeing more things flowing to you that was hard to flow to you when those people or things were in your life. I ain't lying to you now. I'm telling you. We moving into a new season. And those things that's dead and fading away, they got to go. You can't hold on to them. Everything got a season. That's true. Everything got a season. So stop letting those things hold you back from getting the things that you're supposed to get. Let it go. I gotta let this plant go, because I don't care how much I try to give it a little more love. This plant is saying, lady, let me go. I can't do nothing for you in this season. I'm not gonna survive. So I gotta let it go. Okay? Even though I know life ain't that easy, because we have a lot of attachments to different people and different things in our lives, but I keep hearing that in my spirit. You know what I'm saying? So obviously, I probably ain't totally let go of everything that I need to let go, but I thought I did. And so I'm at this point where I'm trying to search and see, Lord, what else is it that I'm supposed to let go? Because, or is it for me, or is it for somebody else? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm not excluding myself. But whatever it is, if it ain't meant to be in my life in this season, go ahead and exit, baby. Stage left. Go ahead and go, because I want all my blessings. I'm telling you, I ain't playing about my blessings this year. I'm not. I need that. I need that. We done been through too much, y'all, to keep letting our blessings be held up. Ain't nobody thinking about you and how you feel. They getting theirs. They getting theirs, and ain't gonna let you come in the middle of them getting theirs on. So why should we sit here and let them come in the middle of us getting ours on? We ain't being petty. We ain't being petty. We just doing self-love, baby. It's all about yourself. It's all about you. If ain't nobody else making it about you, baby, make it about yourself. Whatever God got for me, baby, I want it. I'm going to get it. I'm not going to let nobody stop me from getting my blessings, because that's what they did. They're doing their job. Your job is to keep them from getting it. From making you, decide to fold and not get your blessings. It's yours. You deserve it. And when the time is right, you will get it. But if certain people or things ain't supposed to be there when you get it, baby, God gonna move them things out your way. He gonna move them out your way because he know what they're gonna do when that blessing comes your way. And if it ain't gonna be good for you, he ain't finna allow them to be there to get it. So, hey, let it go. Let it go. I'm telling you, don't be afraid. Even though it's scary. It's scary. Yeah, I'm telling you, I was scared of the word let it go. Let the narcissist go. Heck no, I ain't finna let him go. I'm in love with him. I want him. I'm gonna keep praying for him because he gonna get better. He gonna get better. He didn't get better. Now, those were prayers I prayed a long time ago. He could get better, but that don't necessarily mean that he got to get better and me and him be together. You don't know how the Lord gonna work, but that was one of my prayers, and I do know God hear my prayers or whatever. And so even if it's not to be with me, these narcs need help. They need healing. They need to seek God, and they need to get the help that they need, because it's unnecessary to be walking around here just hurting people for the fun of it because you're unhappy. It's not fair. You around here hurting good, genuine people who don't deserve it. But the people who deserve your, if you're gonna give anybody any pushback, it should be the people who are hurting you, not the people who are trying to love on you and help pull you through and tell you that it's gonna be okay. You're gonna get through it. Them the ones you want to beat up on. Them people don't deserve to be treated like that. They don't. And they gotta pay for that. But that's just how narcissists move. They don't care about you, your feelings, none of that stuff. As long as they getting what they need to not feel and look like this, that's what they gonna do. So if they gotta suck all the life out of you, take everything that makes you you, that put a smile on your face and bring anything good to you, they gonna take it all. As long as you're giving to them. They ain't gotta give you a dime. They ain't gotta do nothing for you. What they do for you, it matters, but it don't matter. But what you do for them matters. And the moment you try to change it up or make them feel some type of way for what they did, they're gonna start snatching all of your good feelings that you have about yourself. They're gonna start tearing you down one by one. They'll start tearing you down about your kids, tearing you down about you, tearing you down about in the bedroom, tearing you down about how you parent. They would just tear you down in any way, shape, or form they can, because I feel like this. That's what the narcissist is. They feel like this. Look at that little leaf. They be falling apart. Like, this just made me think of something else too, but I ain't gonna put them out there like that. I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna put them out there like that. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Let's stay positive. Let's stay positive, because baby, the way this leaf holding on right here. If you know, you know. For the ones who watching me and that know who I'm talking about and what I'm thinking about right now, the way this leaf hanging on right now, baby, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave that alone, because listen. All right. But yeah, so this is the best example that I could give of, now that I'm learning narcissism. This is what they look like, y'all. They just, when they come to us, when they come into our lives, this is what they look like. This is them, toe up, broken, dead in the inside, no joy, no sense of life. Just, they're pretending to be this plant over here. They're pretending to be this. So they know how to dress it up, put on some nice clothes, put on a fake smile, put on a fake personality to get us sucked in. And all the while, we thinking this is truly them. Beautiful, bright, strong, caring, loving, considerate, loyal. This plant looking like it's going to hold me down. It's going to get me what I need. It's going to give me what I need when the time comes. When it fully finished blooming out and everything, this plant looked promising. That's how narcissists step to us. They step to us looking promising. Till we find out they ain't got nothing inside of them to give us whatsoever. They ain't got nothing. Beat down. Can't be loyal. Can't be trusted. Won't be considerate to your feelings. Just don't even respect you as a human being and all the things that you've done to help them be a better them. Even if their personality is fake, you still put into them. And the whole time they steal this. So we giving all our time into trying to change something from where it's at to look to become a better person, a beautiful person. It ain't get us nowhere. Some of us is still dealing with this person. Some of us have gotten away. And all that time you put in, if you still with them, all that time you put in with them, has anything changed? I just want to know. Has anything changed if you've been dealing with this narcissist for as long as you've been dealing with them? Because I could tell you that what I thought was change was pretend. Great listeners to get the supply that they need. They are great listeners then. For them to manipulate you the best way that they can to keep getting that supply from you. Everything that you've said and complained about, if they come and go, you know what I'm saying, when they come and go or whatever, all those things that you complained about, when you let them back into your life, they're willing to give you all of those things now. They heard you then. They hear you now. But they only want to put it to use when they want to. So, I know she complained about me not taking her out on dates and stuff last time around. So this time, I'm going to make sure I take her out on a lot of dates. I'm going to make sure I give her a lot of quality time. I'm going to make sure I do all of those things that I complained about. He came back in and he was giving me those things back. And so I thought it was changed behavior. No, it was just more manipulation. More manipulation, because after a certain amount of time, the mask comes off and the behaviors come back. The behaviors come back, and now we right back where we started from. Now you gone again. Because I'm voicing my hurt to you. Like, you can't keep doing this to me, sir. And every time I say something, you get up and you leave. Like, let me let her cool off. Because, yeah, we ain't finna deal with this right now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go for a couple months and I'll be back here. Your attitude better be different. That ain't what he said to me, but when you look at the actions, that's what the actions are. Oh, you in your feelings right now? Oh, you want to sit here and be crying about talking about what I hurt you and that I cheated and I'm talking to other women and all this and stuff? All right, I'm gonna let you cool off then. I'm gonna let you cool off. I'm gonna go on over here with my other chick for about 4 or 5 months. And then I'm going to check back in on you. And I'm going to see if you still in this same attitude. And if you is, I'm going to stay gone a little longer. Or if he feel like putting up the fight with me or whatever, or surrendering, pretend surrendering to me, he'll go ahead and just keep talking to me until I ease on up. Because I'm telling you, every time the narcissist came back, I've always, did the whole same thing every time. Cuss you out. Say how I feel, and I'm doing all this talking and he ain't listening to nothing. He's pretending. so he know how to come back at me. So all I did was I gave him the instructions on how to manipulate me to get right in perfectly. And so that's what he listened for. So sometimes them hooverers and gaslights, if you communicate with them, that's just them doing their homework to furthermore manipulate you to slide right on back in there. So I can do the same thing to you because they ache. They literally ache to come back in and hurt you because I didn't succeed the last time. I didn't get you down where I wanted you at the last time. So I need to come back in because I need to take you out this time. Why you won't stay down? Because, baby, I ain't meant to stay down. I ain't meant to. Yeah, you had your fun. Yeah, you played. You did. You had me in my feelings. You had me gone. And because he can't get me there no more, he keep trying. He come back. Like, I want you. He was like, nah, I ain't like the way that you went down that time. I need you to, baby, I'm like Mr. Bop It. Sock 'em, bop 'em. That's what I am. You hit me, baby, I'm going to fall down, but I'm going to get right back up. Every time. Every time. I ain't never stayed down. And you can't stay down. It's not allowed. Not in this season. If you down right now, baby, you better go ahead and get yourself on up. Figure it out. Figure it out. You the only one who can tell yourself where you gonna go, what you gonna do, how you gonna get it done. But if you choose to stay down there, you done let whatever situation that done happen win. Get up. Even if you don't know how to, get up anyway and try it. That's it. Because if you take one step, gotta take another for you. And then you just keep on moving, because then once you start seeing different things happening, it'll push you a little further to keep going. Don't let that narcissist make you think that you stuck, that they're the only ones that's gonna love you. They ain't loving you. It's pretend. You ain't gonna be nothing without me. Yes, you will. You'll be everything without them, and you're gonna be great. You ain't gonna get nothing without me. Yes, I am. I'll get everything. I need you to move out the way so I can get it all. Because if you still here, I can't get what I need. Stop letting them hold up your blessings. I'm trying to tell you. I'm her. I'm you. I'm us. I done been there. I felt stuck. I didn't think it was a way out. Never in a million years did I think that I'd ever let this one here go. Because, baby, this one here was the be all, end all. However that little saying is. Be all, end all. He was that for me. Even with all of the nonsense. Because in my mind, I just thought it was something he needed to work on. And if he just go and talk to somebody, he'll be fine. He could be a regular human being. A loving man. A husband or whatever. I thought those things. But now, when you look back at it and you see this, baby, the season is up. This thing is gone. It's time for me to pull it on out of here, clean this soil up. Because with plants, you can do this. You can put something else in its place to grow, and it will grow. But it has to be in season. So I'm going to clean this soil up, throw me some more seeds in here, and I'm going to grow something new. And then when the season comes back, I'll be planting some more bell peppers. Even though relationships and life ain't like that. But, wait a minute now, cuz when God removes people out your life, he cleans you up. He go inside and help you clean up yourself, so that way you can be presented to people in a new way. You still you, but you're a little bit better than the last time. You ain't all sick. You ain't all confused and discombobulated and all this other stuff. You growing up. You starting over. You starting over, and you doing something new, or you doing something in a better way. You trying something else to get a different result. So, I love y'all. Have a great day. I hope that helps somebody today, because it helped me. I'm telling you, I was looking in the garden and I'm like, okay. Because I started pulling out some things from the garden or whatever. I did tomatoes, I did the jalapeno plant, and I did some of the black eyed peas plant. But I got another black eyed pea plant that I need to pull up too, that's looking like this one. So I can go ahead and start planting some stuff. And so I plan on doing that sometime this weekend, for real, since I'll be on Christmas break and I can get a lot more stuff done, because it's just been busy, chaotic since my birthday came. So I have not slowed down, and so I'm getting to it, y'all. I'm getting to it. But this is what I got today in my spirit or whatever, and I just wanted to share that with y'all because it might help somebody today. I don't know. It is what it is. If it ain't, I got the message. Okay? So I love y'all. Grow something. Fall in love with yourself. Self-love is very important. I don't care what nobody say. Falling in love with yourself is the biggest step that you can make in your life, in your healing journey. Because you gotta get to know yourself again. You do. Because you've been pulled in every which way. You've been all mixed up in somebody else's energy and spirit and all this and stuff. Now you got to get back to you, to heal, you just got to get to know yourself again. You do. You got to start dating yourself. Find out who you are. Find out what it is that you want, what it is that you truly like, not what somebody else told you. What it is that you really want, what you like. I like doing nails. I like gardening. Even though I ain't been in the garden that much, baby, I do. I like doing it. I like doing hair, but I mostly love chilling at home, watching movies and listening to music. Those are the things I really do like. And I'm finding out that I like so much more stuff that I didn't like before, or that I never thought I would like. You know what I'm saying? So it's important. Get to know you. Spend that alone time. Ain't nothing wrong with being alone. Sometimes it's good. You can clear your mind. You can think straight. You can think about so much stuff versus, dealing with everything else and everybody all day. We're around people. And you don't really have time to just sit with your own thoughts and just focus on you. What is it that you need? I need some sleep. That's what I need. I need to just be able to just chill, relax, not go nowhere, not do nothing. And yet, when I get that time, I still don't sit my behind still. Because at some point, I got to find something to do. I'm working on just laying there and not doing nothing. Just sitting with my thoughts, just relaxing. It's hard to do, y'all, but I'm telling you, the more we keep at it, the better we'll get. So I'm going to get better. So I love y'all. Have a great day. And do that. Fall in love with yourself. You need it. It's important. All right, I ain't going to say nothing else. Mwah. Bye.